I was still 220, like 10 days out, and I had to make weight at 205. I made weight at like 203.6.
First leg day back post Arnold. I'm gonna keep this intro as short as I can keep it because there's not gonna be huge changes in leg day. Honestly, I feel like our structure's been very, very good. Still prioritizing hamstrings, you know, over quads. And honestly, don't even have to think about accessory stuff too much for Terrence as far as glutes, adductors. All right, guys. So typical warm-up track, people ask me like so for us, it's enough to not have to do any direct adductor work, glute work. So we really keep hamstrings prioritized, meaning we start with my favorite hamstring variation, seated leg curl.
How many warm-ups?
Take as many or as few as you like.
I'm training by myself, especially I get too ahead of myself on it. I don't have anybody to hold me back and be like, you don't have to take that progression. You can definitely slow yourself down and be more controlled with it. So
Yeah, just looking at that as a viable form of progression as well too. You know, so then it's like
right.
You're progressing in any capacity. Like I said, 'cause you have people that go both ends of it. You have people that just put 25s and 45s on every single week.
Right.
Which again, obviously there's nothing inherently wrong with that in general, putting more weight on. It's just about how much. And then the same with reform people. You have people that they literally won't put anything else on for like 6 to 8 weeks straight. Like, well, we're working on my form. I was like, well, again, the devil's in the dose with both. Finish. The only difference we're going to start now is basically adding in a little bit more volume for quads. Yeah, you just got to go one at a time. Make the list of the most like 30, I don't know, instigating questions, whatever, provocative questions to ask everybody about their like main competition.
Oh my goodness.
Like get everybody like after like leg day, they're like a little like loopy, a little lightheaded. You know, like, yeah, like, Terrence, what do you think of Sebo? Oh, he's a really good guy, you know, good competitor, nice person. And like, next question. And then after like 6 or 7, you start to get impatient. Like, fuck that guy.
Honestly, I think that's how the best, yeah, I think that's how you get me.
Yeah.
Say some shit.
Yeah, just do enough questions eventually.
It could be the same question a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
what do you really think of Steve?
Yeah. I already told you, dude. I don't like you very much. Fuck you. And we're going to add one movement in as well too. We have another leg curl, lying leg curl variation there as well too, train the hams to full contractile range. So again, taking it nice and slow, we're at a baseline of basically one working set for 2 quad movements. And that was about it. So 2 basically working sets for quads and then some parallel work as well. So the progression will be today from where we're at, 2 working sets on the hack as opposed to 1. I'm probably going to keep the leg extension still at 1 for now, although eventually we'll probably add another set there as well too. And then I just wanted to add some sort of lunge or split squat variation. Did you decide split squat or lunge? Split squat. So we're going to do some sort of split squat. Probably in the Smith. Did you like that setup?
As long as I'm not moving more than I have to.
Yeah. So that's the decision process on that one, honestly. And I like both. I mean, there's unique things about both that I enjoy. I think they both have a place. And honestly, it's splitting hairs from a development standpoint. So anyway, we're going to finish with some split squats in there as well too. And I just like incorporating those because while we'll probably have it maybe slightly more quad focused, I really just like them for overall leg development. With a movement like that, I'm not really trying to isolate something too much. So we'll take some quads, we'll take some glutes, adductors, whatever we get working as well too. And same thing, we'll start with that very low volume. So we'll probably literally just do 1 working set on that today, nothing nuts. So again, coming off of the show, luckily Terrence hasn't stopped training at all. So you know, he's going to probably still be around maybe 90% of where he was before. We'll just take a week or 2 to basically taper back up just from load standpoint, strength standpoint. And then hopefully have a couple weeks where the goal is really to start, try and pushing some PRs as quick as possible. Because that's really long term in the off season. The goal is, all of his movements that we select is really to have, PR level strength on those things, because that will correlate to knowing that we're having some new tissue coming into a prep. And normally Terrence too, coming into a prep, I would like to, coming off of an off season, be at his all time.
Not like emaciated.
Yeah, exactly. Not like if anybody doesn't know from the last time, like we basically came off of not thinking he was going to do a show, and then kind of last minute deciding he was going to do a show, and then getting COVID in the middle there. So
right before that,
yeah,
surgery.
We're going to be way better off coming in this time. Yeah, even before that, like literally hasn't had an off season in 2 years. So the goal really will be. I don't even want to say body weight. Will be have a new amount of lean tissue coming into a prep, because Terrence tends to stay leaner and leaner every off season. So it's not like we're going to say, hey, you got to get to 210 or 220 or some arbitrary number that may or may not correlate to lean tissue. But really, what I would look at as success will be coming into a prep. He's at PR level strength, and again, whatever his conditioning is doesn't really matter, because if he's lean, great. If he's a little chubby, doesn't matter. I mean, obviously he has a full prep this time. It's not going to make a difference. He'll get where he needs to be stage ready. All we care about is having a new amount of lean tissue coming in. So looking for PR level strength coming into prep, and then normally he grows for a little bit into prep as well too. So we'll take some extra when that happens. And yeah, that's about it.
Having a deep and meaningful conversation. Go find them.
What are we doing?
All right, guys. So we are getting a procedure done today. It's called PRF. Oh man, I should have did some research. I did research the first time I came here and learned all about it, but it's been about a month and a half. I've been a little busy with competing and stuff, so I forgot what it stands for. You guys might have heard of PRP. They take your blood, put it in a cylindrical fuse, and we're gonna ask the lady all these questions when we get there, since she's the subject matter expert. But basically, my hair is thinning out up top, and I don't want that. I'm 28 and I don't want to be bald just yet. So we are gonna get this procedure done for the second time. You're supposed to get like 3 or 4, and maybe more, and hopefully get some hair growth. When I got the first one done, I stopped getting all the shedding, so I'm really happy to come back and get the next one. Just because I'm thinking, well, the first one worked so well, like it stopped the shedding. Maybe the second and the third ones I'll start to see a little bit more hair growth from it, you know. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, what are we doing today?
We are doing PRF, so it's platelet-rich fibrin. So all I'm gonna do is draw his blood, and then we spin it for a few minutes at a certain setting, and then we draw all of the PRF from the top, and then we inject it into the scalp, which helps with hair growth. So no chemicals, no additives, no nothing. It's all from yourself. So it could be used for facials, it could be used for, we do erectile dysfunction, we do joints, all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of people couldn't benefit from joints. We just worked out with a guy and he's getting PRP for his joints. Yeah.
Yeah. So just here, you want me to learn how to
Yeah, so I was like, I can hop up here, but then I don't know if you want me to jump in.
Right, so my vampire job is over.
You're in Kuala today?
Yes.
Look at this.
Did.
That's thickums.
It's impossible. We have to draw with the different tools. Look at that.
That wasn't that good, I don't think.
Take some deep breaths. That's it, guys.
Yes.
How was it?
I only felt like one.
And there was a lot more than one.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we had some unexpected turn of events, but how do you feel?
I feel fine. I feel good. I'm interested to see how this works compared to the PRF. It should be interesting. Yeah, it should be interesting.
How long until you notice a difference on the last treatment?
It took like maybe 3 weeks. I got it about a month ago.
Okay.
Maybe 2 weeks before I started noticing like no shedding.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And maybe 3 weeks or 3-4 weeks before I'm like, oh, my hair is not completely terrible. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, really bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, my mom loves touching my hair and telling me that I'm balding. But
I've seen it. I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
it.
yeah, she's
Yep,
seen
yep,
it,
yep,
so-
yep, yep. She starts pulling at it.
so you can. It's hard to tell in pictures and stuff, but you can obviously can feel it.
Yeah.
And-
No, yeah, I can tell if you're in person and like you look at you enough.
Yeah. So it's growing.
So we'll see in about 3 weeks if this stuff is good.
Yeah.